The Chicago Bulls did not get a win in February, but yesterday was the start of March, and the Chicago Bulls got a win in one major piece. Matas Buzelis was a huge part of that. We have stats that show that Matas Buzelis is upping his game and taking steps forward. We're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about if we're going to see more from Leonard Miller. What? Y'all know before we talk about it and break it all down, you got to hit the music first. Cognac. Gang. Shy Boys Podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and I'm holding it down for today's daily episode. So if you're tuned in, like talking Bulls basketball, even when they give you a headache, drive you a little crazy, or make you want to pull your hair out, hit the like button and subscribe. Hey, man, it's one of those things to where you just got to take it for what it is when it comes to the Chicago Bulls, but I love the team. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you all love the team and want what's best for the team. So tune in and lock in with some of your favorite people over here on Shy Boys Podcast. But hey, yesterday the Chicago Bulls got themselves a victory for the first time in a long time. February, it concluded with a 0-11 record for the Chicago Bulls. And now March is coming around. March has just begun. And starting yesterday, it was the first of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Because the Chicago Bulls got to win. Now, there are some people out there that was like, man, they should be losing. Bro, you can't expect the Chicago Bulls to just go 0-30 to end the season. That's just ridiculous, and that's not being realistic. So, yeah, we got ourselves a victory yesterday. I'm not going to go out there and run a victory lap, but I'm not going to go out there and act as if the Chicago Bulls were just supposed to go 0-30 to end the season. But I believe they had 27 games left, so 0-27 to end the season. Can another losing streak start? Absolutely. Can a winning streak start? Maybe. Billy Donovan is the guy that wants to hold on to the let's be competitive stuff. And you got to show respect to the guys in the locker room. Nobody wants to go out there and tank for the sake of the fan experience. That's for us to do. To say, man, we're going out there, let's get the best draft pick possible. That's for us to say. Those guys in that locker room, they're going to approach the game in a different way, more so than us fans. But from the point on, we've seen one specific Chicago Bulls player step up. And that guy is Matas Buzelis. Now, a couple weeks ago, myself, C-Dub, and Big Kev and Steve-O, we was having conversation on a live call while the game was going on and the Chicago Bulls was getting whooped. And the discussion was surrounded Matas Buzelis. And I was one of the guys that pretty much said, I don't think Matas is playing terribly. He has his moments to where he does a bunch of bonehead stuff or he refused to shoot. He even displayed that in the game yesterday versus the Milwaukee Bucks, to where he broke his defender down, got into the mid-range area, and just didn't go up with the jump shot. And those are factual things to where people be like, bro, you got to be aggressive. You got to take that midi. You know what I'm saying? But I was standing on the premise that Matas Buzelis may not be going to get 25 points tonight. Maybe he is in a slump, but I wouldn't say that he's regressing. Maybe he didn't take the leap to what we all expected once these guys all went into their now respective teams, your Kobe Whites of the world, your Ayo Dosunmus, and so on and so forth. But we have things that transpired last night, yesterday afternoon versus the Bucks, to where we seen Matas Buzelis drop 20 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and had 2 blocks. We seen those, and I know there's some people that's going to say he should be getting scoring 25. Look, guys, we got to take it for what it is. Because up until this point, Matas Buzelis has taken steps forward. Maybe not at the rate that some of you all want to place on him, or high expectations that some of us have on him. But Matas Buzelis' stock is rising, and we have stats to show it. Matas Buzelis throughout this entire season was averaging about 15 points a game. Since those guys left the team, the Ayos, the Kobe Whites, so on and so forth, Matas Buzelis has upped his game, and the stats speak for itself. And if y'all know me, I'm going to compare what my eyes are telling me with what the stats say. I was one of the guys, and I'm not speaking for anybody, but I'm going to say that Matas Buzelis is moving in the right direction. Did he take a huge leap to go out there and get most improved player like he anticipated at the start of the season? Probably not, but he's taking the right step forward. It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes guys miss out on those opportunities. Hell, we just seen Kobe White in a Chicago Bulls uniform not get most improved player. The most important thing, though, for Matas Buzelis is that he's taking steps in the right direction. Since those guys left the team, Matas Buzelis went from 15 points to now 18 points, 6 rebounds, 2.2 assists, and 2 blocks. It's actually 1.9, but we're going to round it up. I'm pretty sure y'all had simple math in school. And if you didn't, blame Chicago public schools. It's okay. We all blame them. We all blame them. He's shooting 46% from the field and 37% from the three-point line. And he's knocking down at least 3 threes a night. There are moments to where Matas Buzelis can absolutely go out there and be much better on the basketball court. However, we cannot just completely omit that this young kid is improving and his stock is rising. In fact, Matas Buzelis is leading the Chicago Bulls in a lot of categories since those players that we liked departed from the city and the team. He's leading the Chicago Bulls in total minutes. That's with 306. He's leading them in total points with 178. He's leading them in total rebounds. He's leading them in total blocks. He's leading them in total field goals made. He's leading them in three-pointers made. We can't have it all, but we cannot go out there and try to discredit Matas Buzelis and his rising stock and how he's performing in this year's Chicago Bulls team. In fact, they even dropped some more stats for you guys. I know it's a lot of numerology going on. We doing a lot of numbers. We talking numbers today just to show that Matas Buzelis is moving in the right direction. According to an NBA stat, fewest points per possession given up guarding ISOs in the 2025-26 NBA regular season with a minimum of 40 total ISO possessions guarded. Matas Buzelis is giving up the least amount of points. He's first. And right behind him, Cooper Flagg, Keyshawn George, Sam Hauser, Mikal Bridges. Those are the guys that fall behind Matas Buzelis. So, yeah, it might not be being placed out there to the rate that we might want to see him take the leap. But success is not linear. We say it in all the sports talk that we talk about. This is his road. This is Matas Buzelis' journey to hopefully greatness. He's good right now. Hopefully we can reach that great point. Maybe next year is when he take that exceptional leap. Maybe not. Maybe it's year 4. But for the sake of discussion, Matas Buzelis is good right now, and he's progressing and moving in the right direction. And that's something that we should be celebrating, not overly analyzing. We should be good. We gotta give respect and call it for what it is. The stats tell you that he's improving. The play, sometimes it's a head knocker. It get on your nerves. But for the most part, the young fella is adding to his game and is getting better. Like I said about yesterday's game, there were some moments where he like, Matas, get busy, take the shot. He pump faked, and he got caught up. And those things are going to happen when now you're expected to do more. He will get better, in my personal opinion. Can it happen? Yes. Can it not happen? Yes. But as of right now, we got to admit, Matas Buzelis' stock is on the rise. Hey, let me know how y'all feeling about that one. Let me know, because I seen a couple of y'all jump in the chat, in the live call, and call him trash, which is absurd. It's absurd. The kid is not trash. He's good. He can be better. He's not trash, for sure. But hey, let me know your thoughts and everything down below. Now it's time to talk about another new guy in the building, Leonard Miller, who we got in a trade from the Minnesota Timberwolves, man. Look, should we give the man more minutes is the major question. I want to know how y'all feeling. There are guys that were Patrick Williams was out last game versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Leonard Miller received some opportunity. And in 27 minutes, we got 15 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, 1 steal, 2 blocks, and for my plus minus people, a plus 38. You look all right out there. And that's just not coming from me. It's coming from the head coach as well, who likes to grade his players a little harshly, in my opinion. But, hey, I'd rather my coach keep it real, even if I don't even think he's the greatest coach. I'd rather you keep it real than tell me a bold-faced lie. Now, Billy Donovan went out there and said this about Leonard Miller. He said he's got a really good feel of how to play. He's long, pause. He passes it well. He's a good shooter. He's on the glass. He's around the basket. He can make a three, and he can put it down. Pause. But that's what Billy Donovan put out there for all of us to understand how he feels about Leonard Miller. Now, there are some players I'd be like, bro, I don't even really care to see him. And I'm not even, it's no hate. It's no hate. It's just, I'd rather see these young players come in and receive opportunity for the sake of, can they stick around a little bit longer? That's the Rob Dillinghams of the world. That's the Leonard Millers of the world. Let them receive more opportunity so I can formulate a good idea of if these guys can stick around. But if they not getting minutes, how can I draw that conclusion? So Billy Donovan, can we see more Rob Dillingham? Billy Donovan, can we see more Leonard Miller? Simply because I know what Patrick Williams is. Simply because I know what Colin Sexton is. I know what those players are like. Let's see more of these young guys receive some opportunity so we can go out there and draw our own conclusions if these guys can stick around beyond 2026. What did you trade them for? Why did you trade for them? Is the big question. I believe Leonard Miller should receive more minutes. I know what Patrick Williams is. I know he was not available for yesterday's game, and that opened up the opportunity for Leonard Miller. But if he comes in, he knows how to play the game right. He can shoot a three. He's long. Pause. He can put it down. Pause. Give him opportunity, Billy. Give him opportunity, Billy. That's all we want to see. We want to see these young guys show us something. Nobody's going out there and saying Leonard Miller is the next coming of Scottie Pippen. We ain't going that far. But can the young man hoop? That's all we want to know. We want to know if he can hoop. We want to know if Rob Dillingham can hoop. Even though the whole Rob Dillingham discussion, I think it's going to be a tough one, simply because they're going to give the minutes to Giddey and Trey Jones. And there's only so many lineups that you can put out there for Rob Dillingham to be a part of because of his size, because of how he has to handle the basketball, and for the fact that these guys lost 11 in a row. They want to win basketball games, whether we like it or not. So at the end of the day, we got to deal with some of the head scratching stuff that we're going to see when it comes to lineups and basketball play. But ultimately, we need examples of these players on the basketball court. Billy, put Leonard in. Put Liddy in. We want to see him play basketball, man, for sure. But hey, man, that is it for me, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning into another episode. Before you get up out of here, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell as well, man. Let me know your thoughts on Leonard Miller. Let me know your thoughts on Matas Buzelis. But hey, that is it for me, man. Make sure y'all always see red. Y'all already know we're going to catch y'all on the next one for sure. Peace. Cognac. Gang.